ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. On first down, they'll run the screen with Carson. He finds an opening past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A very solid gain of 27.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That is incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away.
On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. His first carry, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, Tua. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
For conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. This is Carson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Chris Carson.
Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Brought him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. It's a gain of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Seahawks first down.
Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
This throw complete, Wilson finding Lockett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Seahawks.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
With the score,
A gain of 6 there on first.
Seahawks.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. There's some good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. They'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And goal at the 12-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to beat him.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping a tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Is the game at 3.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Darquez Denard there defensively.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. It's complete to Graham.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jordan Brooks in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
To number 84.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down. Darquez Denard there defensively.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route-running ability.
Dolphins 10. Seahawks 3.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by the rookie, Noah Igbenogany. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's caught. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here we go now with Smith. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Ito Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
That time trying to find Gerald Everett, but it's going to be second down. Throwing again. Wilson steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Christian Wilkins able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On first down, Wilson. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game.
As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get expected.
Right there, 54 Mike. Get the ball.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he'll find Hall. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Dolphins 23, Seahawks 3.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 27, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there by the rookie, an interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Dolphins 30, Seahawks 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Seahawks.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Mike 55, Mike 55.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Carson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll move the chains.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
25 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They run it with Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by the rookie Noah Igbenogany. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown.
So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
Not your boy Old Mo, you said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's always interesting when you get ready for a Seattle Seahawks game because when you think of their receivers, you think of these guys are going to be 6'3", 6'4", 225 pounds out on the perimeter. But Tyler Lockett, he shatters all of those thoughts. Much more like a water bug, but maybe their most trusted target downfield. Led Seattle with 1,057 yards last season, operates in the slot and outside.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by the rookie Noah Igbenogany. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
At the 23-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground with Smith. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
1 yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. They'll run with Smith. He's got the first down inside the 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Dolphins take over.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Today's final score is Dolphins.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel